The third workshop is how to use emerging technologies for learning. The content will cover three main aspects. Firstly, a map of emerging technologies, including introduction to generative artificial intelligence, the so-called AI, and the classification. Secondly, landscapes of generative AI, and thirdly, the use cases. The cherry on the top of the cake is the hands-on experience. The workshop will be run by education experts. After this workshop, you will be able to define generative AI and have a big picture of various classifications of them. Also, you will be able to work and integrate generative AI into a curriculum. Firstly, we are going to introduce the definition of generative AI and provide the main classification. So, what is generative AI? Let's provide a definition of generative AI. Generative AI is a broad label that denotes any AI algorithm that enables using existing content, like text, audio files, or images, to create new text, images, videos, audio, code, or synthetic data. This definition is compiled from diverse sources by Richmond and Boyd, 2023, and Market Trends, 2021. The following slide raises a question. Where can generative AI be applied? Different generative AI can be applied in many areas, such as education, business, the game industry, art, and even writing. What is a classification of generative AI? The proposed bubble was created based on the information provided by Dilmagani, 2023, on the research iemutable.com platform. Authors provided this classification based on top 35 generative AI tools from diverse categories. The bubble represents four smaller bubbles that entail generative AI tools that cover four types: visual, audio, text, and code, as seen in this image. Specifically, visual tools cover image design and video generators. Audio tools entail voice and music generators. Notably, different generative AI types can represent diverse landscapes for learning designers, business, art, writing, and game industry. The next slides will reveal several examples from education and business domains. What are classifications of generative AI? As you can see in image 2, the AI landscape for business covers many areas such as text, video, image, code, 3D, speed, and others. Moreover, all creators of these classifications of landscapes can add more AI tools or platforms. Therefore, this list is not final, or it highlights that it's a work in progress. The platforms change every day, and new solutions can be involved. Classification of generative AI applications. This slide represents that specific business functions, such as marketing, customer support, and human resources, can be solved using generative AI tools. For instance, copywriting skills can be advanced using the Jasper AI solution. Or for a job description text, AI coach can be done using the convertsite.com solution. It is important to note that the proposed classification of business function in Table 1 was done by authors from foundationcapital.com, 2022. The most popular generative AI landscape, proposed by education expert Hardman, 2022, from Cambridge University, entails several branches that generative AI can cover. Moreover, the author has reviewed over 40 existing AI-infused solutions that can be applied in learning. The original landscape entails 8 branches, and these are expert domain, efficiency, video creation, image generation, text generation, audio creation, music creation, and diagram generation. Each domain's AI tool can empower educators to develop existing and new curriculums in many ways. Let's discuss use cases and hands-on experience within generative AI platforms. AI-generated visuals can be used in education materials and enhance the learning experience and improve learners' engagement. This image represents the photorealistic image generated using the Stable Diffusion solution. Notably, there are many ways where to use AI-generated visuals, such as data visualization of education material, educational games or quizzes, visual storytelling, or even for personalized learning experience. Let's give it a try. Please scan a QR code on the right and open the platform. The registration is effortless. Please type 3 keywords, such as strawberry, fields, and evening, and generate the outcome. the visual content. This example is elementary, but you can try this generative tool with different keywords and create visuals for education materials. Similarly, AI-generated text can empower the educator to quickly generate educational content, such as quizzes, study guides, and lecture plans using the chat GPT. This example includes a question: what kinds of quizzes can we generate for brainstorm sessions? Let's make this example in this training. Please scan a QR code on the right and open the generative AI platform. Please type the mentioned question: what kind of quizzes can we generate for brainstorm sessions? And press a button arrow and wait for the results. Please be patient with the outcome because sometimes ChatGPT does not work properly. Please refresh the page and try it again. Also, there are many options for what kind of text we can generate for educational material. Let's be creative and try one more time with our requests. We hope you were inspired to try more generative platforms from diverse classifications and find the best way to integrate them into your curricula. Also, there is a possibility to integrate these AI tools with diverse digital platforms. Thank you very much for your attention.